What if it's not about neurotypical versus neurodivergent? Like, what if it's about neurodiversity, being able to just, like, God created both of the brains? Because I think of an ayah in the Quran, and Allah says, I made you of nations and tribes so that you may get to know one another, right? And so that means he made us of these different differences anyway. Like, we have different race, different ethnicities, we have different colors. And instead of saying, oh, it's this person versus that person, we come together as a collective and, like, to understand and have that curiosity to know. And even when you look into nature, you see there is a multitude of things. Like a carrot, for example, carrots could come in orange, purple, pale yellow. They have the essential basic profile, but they can have different vitamin and minerals profile, different flavors, just slightly different. Watermelons too, you have the red, yellow watermelon. We can do the same thing for beets. It comes in different colors. Apples comes in different colors. They have different taste, different profile, different flavor. It's not like this apple versus that apple, this carrot versus that carrot, right? It's like they're all just a part of the diversity of a certain fruit. The same with trees. So what if, as human beings, just as we all have our own fingerprints, we have different brain prints, different wiring, but it doesn't mean that just because another collection of brains is disorder, because it is not the normal, right? I also don't think it's a coincidence that this work to help others to root in themselves and to gain power in themselves from those who have suffered from emotional abuse. And now understanding that the way neurodivergents may process emotional abuse or trauma in general can be different from neurotypicals. And so in my work to help others to gain that power, to harness their intuition, to harness their rewiring in a way that is meant for their own sacred rhythm, I created a book called Waking Your Inner Light. And this is to help to reconnect with your body, to trust your body's wisdom, your intuition, and to just rise in your divine radiance. And I don't think it's no coincidence now that as I just even get deeper in my own self-awareness, to have that clarity that, you know, this is more, this is something deeper. This is to think about all of the things that are going on in the world too. Like, I think I'm going off a tangent, but just thinking about all of the things that's going on in the world, the wars and all of that. This is spiritual warfare. And when you think about certain movies like Avatar, The Matrix, and people want to say like subliminals, like that stuff is real. Like, people want to talk about conspiracy theory. It's literally a matrix we're living in. And the people who are behind the systems know exactly what they're doing. So it's just about remembering who you are. And once you remember who you are, you remember who created here, you remember your purpose, you remember what are you here supposed to do? No one can